Hey guys, Mosa here, and today I'm bringing you my Monday Night Football Week 5 prediction between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New Orleans Saints. Now, without a further ado, let's get started. Now, kicking it off with the injury report of the Kansas City Chiefs, we start out with running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire, doubtful with an illness, wide receiver McCole Hardman, questionable with a knee injury. Then we get the players that will most likely play, linebacker Nick Bolton with a hamstring injury, defensive end Michael Dana with a calf injury, running back Kareem Hunt with a shoulder injury, and Derek Nottie, defensive tackle, with a tricep injury. Now, when it comes down to it, obviously, the last four, I believe, will play 100%. Cole Hardman, he's going to be a game time decision, if I'm not mistaken, and I think he will play. I think he'll just squeak by and make it into the active roster today. Then we get Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I don't think he's going to be playing, so it'll be Kareem Hunt as the starting running back. The Kansas City Chiefs injury report, they've been iffy, obviously, with injuries, especially now that they've lost Rashee Rice, potentially for the year, depending on what his injury was. I still don't know what it was. It's suspected that it might have been something less than a torn ACL, so at least that's good. But if it is a torn ACL, he's out for the year. But in the end, when it comes down to it, their injury report is not really that heavy. And realistically, I think that the Kansas City Chiefs will have no problem on offense or defense this game against the New Orleans Saints. Now on to the Kansas City Chiefs offense, starting with quarterback Patrick Mahomes, running back Kareem Hunt, wide receiver Xavier McWorthy, Justin Watson, Juju Smith-Schuster. Then we get the tight end Travis Kelce, left tackle Wanya Morris, left guard Joe Thuney, center Creed Humphrey, right guard Trey Smith, and Jawan Taylor as the right tackle. When it comes down to it, I have no issue with the offensive line. They're good to go. I think they'll protect Patrick Mahomes and open those holes for both Carson Steele and Kareem Hunt, maybe a little bit from some other running backs. But yeah, I think that they'll be doing just fine. Find Xavier Worthy, Justin Watson. Juju Smith-Schuster, I don't think is going to be much of a player in this game. Travis Kelce might be, might not, because tight ends haven't really been good this past few weeks. Although he has been doing pretty decently. In the end, when it comes down to it, the Kansas City Chiefs will most likely have to do barely anything against the New Orleans Saints defense. I think the defense of theirs is really bad. And going up against this offense, yeah, say sayonara. Now on to the defense of the Kansas City Chiefs, starting with defensive end George Karlaftis and Mike Dana. Defensive tackles, Derek Nottie and Chris Jones. Weak side linebacker Drew Tranquill. Inside linebacker Nick Bolton. Strong side linebacker Leo Chenal. Cornerback Trent McDuffie. Jalen Watson will be the other. And then we get Chamari Connors as the nickelback. Free safety Brian Cook and Justin Reed at strong safety. Now, when it comes to the Chiefs defense, I think that they're going to have to pressure a lot when it comes to Derek Carr, make him make mistakes, and that's what I think Karlaftis is able to keep. Also, they're going to keep Alvin Kamara in the from going to the outside. I think keep him in the inside and have Nick Bolton right there, bam, ready to take down Kamara, while Karlaftis and Dana keep him from going to the outside. Then we get the Derek Nottie and Chris Jones just bull rushing their opponents and just throw them back onto Derek Carr. The secondary, basically, prepare for the run stop, and really the tight end is not much of an issue for me. I think you can put a strong safety on them. And then you get the corners and safeties. The corners, yeah, they're going to have a pretty good game. Rashid Shaheed is really good, so that's going to be an issue. And so is Chris Olave's, but I think that these corners will do just fine. And with Brian Cook and Justin Reed, I think that they'll also do just fine. Cook will be in the back 100% of the time, and perhaps we'll be seeing Justin Reed blitz on occasion. Now, moving on to the players who are out for this game for the New Orleans Saints. We got linebacker Willie Gay, hand injury. Tight end Taysom Hill, also quarterback, with a rib injury. Guard Cesar Ruiz and guard Shane Lemieux, I don't know if that's how you say it, with an ankle and knee injury respectively. And then we get Peyton Turner with a knee injury. All these players will be out, so they won't be in attendance, or at least they will be, but they won't be on the field. Then we get guard Lucas Patrick with a groin injury and Pete Warner, linebacker, with a hamstring injury. Both of those questionable for this game. Now, these players, I believe, will play no matter what, and that is kicker Blake Group with a hip injury, linebacker Demario Davis with a hamstring injury, tackle Tylese Fuaga with a back and knee injury. Then we get Alvin Kamara, running back, with a hip and rib injury. Then a forearm injury for tight end Jawan Johnson. Then defensive tackle Brian Brees getting an ankle injury. Running back Kendrick Miller with a hamstring injury. And then Chris Olave and Cedric Wilson with a hamstring and ankle injury, respectively. When it comes down to it, those players will play 100% of the fact. I don't think that they'll miss. The questionable players out of the two, neither of them are going to play. I think Lucas Patrick and Pete Warner will be out for this game as well. I don't think they're going to be playing, and honestly, this injury report will definitely hinder the New Orleans Saints massively, as I don't think that the New Orleans Saints have enough to replace that many guards, because like 3 guards would be out. So basically, who are you going to put in to replace him? Now on to the offense of the New Orleans Saints, starting with quarterback Derek Carr, running back Alvin Kamara, fullback Adam Prenstein. I don't know if that's how you say it. And then we got wide receivers Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed. Then we got Cedric Wilson as well, and tight end Foster Moreau. Left tackle Tylese Fuaga. Lucas Patrick is the left guard, but if he cannot go, Nick Salvadori, I think that's how you say it. He'll be coming in at left guard just in case. Then Connor McGovern will be at center, along with right guard Landon Young, both replacing the center and the right guard originally. Then we get Trevor Penning on the right tackle position. Obviously, the offensive line is hampered, and I think that this will be an issue for the New Orleans Saints, as you're going to be going up against Derek Nottie, Chris Jones, Mike Dana, and George Karlaftis, and more. You think that you're going to survive against these guys with this offensive line? Say sayonara to your head, Derek Carr, because that's basically what's going to happen. You're just going to be sacked every 5 seconds at this point. But honestly, next man up, so let's see what they have in this game. In the end, their receiving core, pretty good. Running back, pretty good. So I have no issues on the personnel on the receivers, running backs, or even the quarterback, kind of. But the offensive line is truly the reason why I think that the offense will fail, mostly because the offensive line is always the most important part of an offense. Now on to the defense of the New Orleans Saints, starting with defensive ends Cameron Jordan and Carl Granderson. I don't know if that's how you say it, but okay. Nathan Shepard and Kalen Saunders at defensive tackle. Pete Warner is the weak side linebacker, but if he cannot go, Jalen Ford will come in for him. And then inside linebacker, Demario Davis, strong side linebacker, Anfree Orji. And then we get cornerback Paulson Adebo. And then cornerback Marshawn Lattimore along with him. Alontae Taylor will be the nickelback, with free safety being Tyrann Mathieu, along with Will Harris at strong safety. When it comes down to this defense, they got to pressure pack Mahomes. But even when you pressure him, this guy always makes the play for some reason. So in the end, when it comes down to it, I think that first pressure from the defensive line, and hopefully like you put it like a linebacker along with a strong safety on Kelsey, make sure he doesn't go anywhere. Juju has the most likely the nickelback will have him. And then we get the other two with the cornerbacks and the free safety to help. In the end, when it comes down to it, the New Orleans Saints are basically just fighting they're just fighting while being bludgeoned. Because to be honest, their team is hampered with injury. Like there are some players that are out that I didn't mention because they're all on injured reserve. They're not going to play 100% and most likely for the year. But in the end, when it comes down to it, this defense is just not that good. Like, I mean, they suffer against teams like Atlanta and Philadelphia. And you think that the Kansas City Chiefs aren't any better than them? Hell, the Kansas City Chiefs are even better than all those teams. So in the end, Is this team going to be ready? I think so. But are they going to win? Most likely not. Now, in conclusion, I have this game falling into the hands of the Kansas City Chiefs 35-10. I think that the New Orleans Saints are just not going to have it. They're not going to be able to do anything. Derek Carr will be shut down by the Kansas City defense, while Patrick Mahomes will lead his offense down the field for several touchdowns, including a major touchdown pass, I believe, to Travis Kelce. I think he'll score a touchdown along with Xavier Worthy, and we'll be seeing Kareem Hunt in the end zone or even Carson Steele. But in the end, I have the Kansas City Chiefs winning today. Now, that was it for this video. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Tweet me any video ideas. Also, tell me down in the comments below, who do you think will win and who do you think will lose? Tell me down in the comments below. Now, like this video if you liked it, subscribe, and hit the notification if you want more videos. And I'll see you guys next time.